story time, it's my favorite time, spending time reading with you. Welcome to another story time with Gam Gam. Let's see what we have for today. Welcome to Story Time with Gam Gam. And our story today, The Three Snow Bears, is very similar. This is a retake on Goldie Locks and the Three Bears. If you're familiar with that story of Goldie Locks, the little girl with the golden hair, and the three bears, the mama and papa bear, this story was written by Jan Brett. And let's see how this story works out with the three snow bears. Some of these words are a little bit tricky because of the names. They are from, I think they're Eskimo names. But some amazing artwork in here. I hope that you enjoyed this book. Jan Brett, The Three Snow Bears. "Come back," Aluki shouted as her huskies floated out to sea. Oh no. She knew that although an ice floe is a good place to fish, it is a bad place to lose a dog team. That would be very upsetting. Not far away, a snow bear family had just started to eat their breakfast, but it was way too hot for Baby Bear. You see him sticking his tongue out there? "Ooh-wee," yelled Baby Bear. "My breakfast burned my mouth." "We'll go for a stroll and let the soup cool," Mama Bear said. I like their jackets that they're wearing. Those are just beautiful. Aluki was running along looking for her dogs when she came upon the biggest igloo she had ever seen. Who lives here, she wondered. That is very elaborate, isn't it? It looks like 3 igloos built together. Aluki ducked inside. Right away, she smelled something delicious. Across the room, she saw a big bowl, a medium-sized bowl, and a small bowl. Surely the good smell was coming from the 3 bowls. So watch the pictures on the side. So you see the bears. It looks like they're out. I don't know if they're walking or swimming, but you see the dogs on the iceberg floating away. And then there's a walrus. Not sure what he's doing. Keeping an eye on things. Aluki took a sip from the biggest bowl. "Ow!" she cried out. "Too hot!" She took a sip from the medium bowl. "Ew! Too cold!" She tipped up the littlest bowl and drank every drop. She said, "Not too hot and not too cold. It was just right. How nice." Oh, and looks like the bears took off their jackets and they're going to go for a swim. Brr. In the next room, Aluki spotted 3 pairs of beautiful boots standing in a row. She put on the biggest boots. "Too big," she said. She put on the medium-sized boots. Oh, they are beautiful. "Too fancy," she said. She put on the littlest pair. "Just right," she said, wiggling her toes in the soft fur lining. I guess she liked those boots. And then her boots are laying there on the ground. And there's the bears swimming along with the penguins up there at the top. And the bunnies down at the bottom, holding up the little globe of the bears swimming. The artist did some amazing work on this illustration. Aluki walked into the last room and found a long sleeping bench piled high with fur covers. Heat from an oil lamp warmed her cheeks and made her sleepy. Time for a nap, she thought. She curled under the highest mound of covers. "Too lumpy," she grumbled. She tried the middle bed with the furry fringed covers, but sank down too far that she could hardly breathe. too soft, she said. Do you ever have that problem, finding just the right bed? Some are too lumpy, some are too hard, some are too soft, and others are just right. She rolled over into the smallest sleeping place. The furry blanket was cozy and warm, and the pillow was just her size. Just right, Aluki murmured, and was asleep before she could take her boots off. Oh, look at, there's the bears, and they're talking to the dog team. And there's a reindeer holding up the oval and an owl on the top. It looks like the bears rescued the dog team. If Aliuki hadn't fallen fast asleep, she might have heard her dogs barking happily. Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear had spotted them adrift in the strong current and gone out to save them. They were the heroes of the day. The Snow Bear family was pushing Aliuki's dog team back towards their igloo and safety. There's the dogs, all very happy to be back on solid ground. Papa Bear crawled into the igloo and saw his big bowl sitting in a pool of spilled soup. Someone has been tasting my soup, he roared. Mama Bear rushed in and saw that her soup had been sloshed around too. Someone has been sipping my soup, she growled. Someone found my soup, sputtered Baby Bear in a high, squeaky voice, and they ate it all up. Oh, my. And there's the dog team. Oh, look at the crow, or the blackbird at the top. And in his hood, he has 3 little birds. That is very cute. Papa Bear ran into the next room and saw his boots in the middle of the floor. Someone has been trying on my boots, he boomed in a big bear voice. Mama Bear put on her fancy boots. Someone has had these boots on, she huffed, and the fur is all bunched up. Baby Bear saw his boots had disappeared. Someone has taken my boots and left these not as good ones, she wailed. Oh, how sad. What do you think they're going to find now? Look at the picture of the igloo outside and the 3 dogs curled up taking a nap. The bears ran into their bedroom. Someone has been sleeping in my bed, Papa Bear bellowed. Someone has been sleeping in my bed too, Mama Bear cried. Baby Bear peeked at her little bed and squeaked. Someone has been sleeping in my bed, and here she is. Look at her there, sound asleep. And the little birds on the circle. Aliuki opened her eyes and saw 3 bears' noses only inches away. Oh, would you be afraid? I would be afraid. And it's obvious she is in their house and in one of their beds. She hopped out of bed and dove between Papa Bear's huge furry legs. Quicker than a seal, Aliuki ran from room to room until she burst outside. Her huskies bounced around, barking and smiling their doggy grins. They were overjoyed to see her. You see, Papa Bear's watching from the door, and there's Mama Bear in the circle. Aliuki and her dogs flew over the frozen ice, dodging ridges and cracks. She looked back to wave a thank you to the snow bears. She couldn't see them, but she heard a big gruff voice and a medium-sized voice and a high squeaky voice calling to her. See the little bear in the circle waving? Bye-bye. 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 And that was the end of the adventure of the 3 snow bears and Alayuki, the girl with the snow sled, the girl with the sled dog team. I hope that you have enjoyed this story, and I hope that you have enjoyed the artwork of this artist. She did an amazing job. I really enjoyed this story. You have a great day and enjoy your night. Sleep tight. Good night. I love you.